Welcome back to TFacts. Today, we have some exciting stories from the latest season of Survivor 48 that you won't want to miss. First up, we have a fascinating exclusive deleted scene featuring Star Toomey. She shares her thoughts on being short and how it might give some contestants an edge in a balance challenge. Wait until you hear her predictions about the competition dynamics. Next, we bring you the shocking results from episode 10. Who went home last night in a nail-biting vote? Spoiler, it was Star Toomey, who found herself on the wrong side of a tight 5-3 decision. Find out how the tribal council unfolded. In our number 3 spot, we dissect Star Toomey's controversial decision not to play her shot in the dark. Was this a game-ending move, or did she make the right choice? Let's break down the strategic implications of her decision. Coming in at number 4, we hear from Star herself as she talks about being voted out and the reasons behind her fellow contestants' distrust. Plus, she reveals why she tried to get Mitch voted out for snoring. You won't believe the drama behind the scenes. Finally, we explore the latest twist in the iconic rice negotiation tradition of Survivor. This season's cast made a bold move by unanimously rejecting Jeff Probst's rice offer. What does this decision say about their strategies and the evolving nature of the game? We'll dive into that next. Stay tuned as we explore these exciting updates and more. First up, we have a fascinating exclusive deleted scene featuring Star Toomey from Survivor 48 *. In this scene, Star delves into an intriguing perspective on how being short might actually provide an advantage in some of the show's challenges. As the new Tribe gathers on the beach for a dramatic reading of the latest tree mail, Star takes the opportunity to analyze the upcoming immunity challenge, where contestants must balance blocks to spell out the word, immunity. In her confessional, Star explains how the wording of the tree mail suggests that it will be a balance or touch challenge, prompting her to consider the strengths of her fellow competitors. She quickly names players like Joe and Kyle, discussing the physical aspects of the challenge. While Joe is a big guy with considerable strength, Star doesn't think he has the finesse to excel in a balancing act, especially compared to the smaller contestants like Mary and Camilla. Due to the fact that they're short people, they may be very good at this game, she claims, highlighting how their stature could be an advantage in balancing the blocks. Star's predictions indicate that she believes being shorter might allow these contestants to maintain better control during the challenge. Although Star is feeling confident and believes she has a chance to perform well, she remains aware of the dynamics of the game and the importance of social strategy behind the scenes. Unfortunately, despite her analysis, the challenge results didn't go in her favor, as Big Joe emerged victorious, leading to her eventual elimination that night. This exclusive scene not only showcases Star's insights, but also adds layers to her character as she navigates the complexities of competition, showcasing her determination and tactical thinking. Be sure to check out the full deleted scene to see all the action and drama unfold. Next, we bring you the shocking results from episode 10 of Survivor 48 *. The tension in the air was palpable as the tribe headed into tribal council, and viewers were left wondering who would be the next contestant to say goodbye. In a nail-biting vote, Star Toomey found herself on the chopping block and, unfortunately, became the latest victim of the fierce competition. Star was voted off the island by a vote of 5-3, marking a pivotal moment in her journey on Survivor 48 *. What made this vote particularly gripping was the strategy behind it. Star chose not to play her shot in the dark advantage, a decision that ultimately cost her the game. The tribal council was intense, with players whispering strategies and plotting their next moves, exemplifying the cutthroat nature of the game. Despite Star's underdog spirit, it became clear that her standing within the tribe had slipped. Fellow competitor Mary was the only other tribemate to receive votes, with some of her strongest allies, including Camilla and Mitch, deciding to keep their loyalties closer to home. The dynamics at play highlighted the intricacies of alliances and the careful calculations contestants must make as the competition heats up. With Star's elimination, the remaining players now included Eva, Joe, Camilla, Kyle, Mary, and Shahin. Star's exit signals a turning point in the game, as it solidifies the alliances that will dictate the future of Survivor 48. Fans are left to wonder how the remaining players will adapt to the evolving landscape of the competition and whether they have what it takes to secure a spot in the coveted final stages. Don't miss the full recap of the Tribal Council to see how this dramatic episode unfolded. In our number 3 spot, we're diving deep into Star Toomey's controversial decision not to play her shot in the dark during Tribal Council. Many fans have been questioning whether this choice was a game-ending move or if it was the right call strategically. Throughout the season, Star has been known for her strong social game, often connecting well with her tribe mates and demonstrating adaptability in a challenging environment. However, as the pressure mounted during the most recent episode, she found herself at a crossroads when deliberating whether to use her shot in the dark, a risky advantage that can nullify the votes against a contestant at the cost of their vote. As Star stood at Tribal Council, she was faced with crucial advice from fellow contestants urging her to take a chance and play her shot. Despite this, Star chose to forgo the opportunity, believing she could shift the tides of the vote through social interaction rather than leaving her fate to chance. She thought she could regain her footing in the game by reconnecting with her alliance and strategizing against the majority that had targeted her. Unfortunately, as the votes were read, it became clear that this gamble did not pay off. Facing the reality of being outnumbered, Star was ultimately voted out, and her decision not to use the shot in the dark has been labeled by many as a significant error in judgment. So, was Star's choice to trust her social game over taking a risk with the shot in the dark the right move? Or did it seal her fate in the game? This decision adds an interesting layer to the discussion of strategic play in Survivor and raises questions about how critical these new advantages are in modern gameplay. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the impact of these strategic decisions throughout the season. Coming in at number 4, we hear from Star Toomey herself in a heartfelt conversation about her time on Survivor 48 following her elimination. In an exclusive interview, she opens up about her feelings on being voted out and reflects on the reasons behind the distrust shown by her fellow contestants. Star discusses the challenges she faced in forming alliances and how she felt her honesty and loyalty went unappreciated within the tribe. "I always tried to play an honest game," she explains, adding how perplexed she was by the perception that she was untrustworthy, despite not backstabbing anyone. She believed her sincerity would earn her the respect and trust of her tribemates, but the reality of the game proved more complicated than she anticipated. One particularly memorable moment came when Star revealed her strategy for trying to vote out Mitch. She mentioned how his snoring had become unbearable on the island, pushing her to joke that it was a reason good enough to write his name down. Star admits, however, that her intent was to rally some support against Mitch for both strategic and personal reasons, illustrating the layers of interpersonal dynamics that often play out in Survivor *. Reflecting on her decision not to use her shot in the dark, Star expressed a mix of confidence and regret. She believed she had the numbers on her side and didn't want to give away her safety. But ultimately, she acknowledges that perhaps this was a miscalculation that led to her exit. Star's perspective sheds light on how difficult it can be to navigate relationships in such a high-stakes environment where logic and emotion often clash. As she transitions to her new role on the jury, she shares her determination to support her fellow competitors while also keeping a watchful eye on their strategies. "Now I'm observing, and I'll be rooting for the player who stays true to their game," she declares, emphasizing her enduring spirit and love for the game. Don't miss this incredible insight into Star's journey, as her reflections highlight the complexities of Survivor beyond just the competitions. Finally, we explore the latest twist in the iconic rice negotiation tradition of Survivor which took a surprising turn in Season 48. As the stakes rise, and with just 8 players remaining, the contestants faced Jeff Probst's well-known offer: a chance to trade challenge sitouts for rice. However, this season's cast made a bold statement by unanimously rejecting the offer in what became one of the fastest rice negotiation rejections in Survivor history. This significant moment occurred during the final 8 immunity challenge, showcasing the evolving strategies of the players in the current game climate. Unlike previous seasons, where contestants often scrambled for sustenance desperately, this group decided to forego rice, demonstrating a newfound confidence in their gameplay and the food resources they had acquired throughout the season. Rachel Lemont, the winner of Season 47, pointed out crucial factors that likely influenced their quick decision. The relative abundance of food rewards in earlier episodes might have reduced the desperation typically associated with late-game hunger. This cast seems to be adapting to the harsher conditions of modern Survivor Asterisk, where players are more strategic about food and its trade-offs. The quick rejection also raises questions about the future of this long-standing Asterisk Survivor Asterisk tradition. With producers aware of player behaviors and shifting dynamics, will they alter the timing or negotiate options in future seasons? It's a fascinating evolution of gameplay that could change the way contestants approach food deprivation moving forward. These developments not only reflect the adaptability of the players, but also challenge the very essence of what it means to compete in Survivor Asterisk. As we approach the final stretch of Season 48, this twist serves as a reminder that every season offers new strategies and surprises. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the journey of these competitors and see how they handle the complexities of alliance building and resource management in their quest for the $1 million prize.